Hello guys, welcome back to Amara Kene. My name is Amara. Today we'll be discussing on the General Training Tax 1, which is letter writing. There are different types of letters. We have the inquiry letter, application letter, opposition letter, letter to a friend, complaint letter, etc. There are so many of them. Now, in as much as this tax doesn't carry a lot of marks, doesn't give a lot of marks, you also need it to get that band 8 plus that you require. So it needs to be properly answered and written fluently, written properly. There are some things you need to know before you start writing a letter. You're given a situation and you're given 3 bullet points in which they want you to explain those bullet points or write something on them. When you see this, please answer all the bullet points. Ensure whatever is required that you answer them. Pay attention to plurals too. Answer each and every one of them. Don't leave any question unanswered or any bullet point unanswered, so as to get the maximum point on tax response. Also, write your ideas down. When you have your ideas written down, when you're writing the essay, you don't have to think too much because you already know what you'll be writing down. For each bullet point that was given, you look for a solution to it or the answers to it, you write it down. When you're writing your letter properly, it's easy for you because you already have your ideas down. Also, you need to have an opening sentence and a closing sentence. An opening sentence is usually your purpose of writing. Why are you writing? That's usually your opening sentence. And your closing sentence is what you expect in return. You should also ensure you use proper salutation. When you are writing a formal letter, which is a letter to someone you don't know, you use the proper salutation. When you're writing a semi-formal letter, which is a letter to someone you know but for a business purpose, or you are writing for something serious, then that's a semi-formal letter. When you're writing for an informal letter, which could be to family members or to friends, you also use the proper salutation. Avoid slangs. Even if you're writing to your friend, please avoid slang. Avoid short words. You want to write YOU, you just write you. Please avoid it. It's still an exam. Do not write that. Go straight to the point. I recommend you write between 170 to 180 words, in as much as they're asking for 150 words. Write over, but don't write too much. Writing 200, 250 is quite a lot. So between 170 to 180. So go straight to the point and answer the bullet points. You should know the difference between a formal letter, an informal letter, and a semi-formal letter. So that when you're writing these letters, you do not write an informal letter as a formal letter. Now today we'll be discussing on a complaint letter. Complaint can come as a result of a service done or as on a product purchased. Maybe service was done and you're not satisfied with their service, you want them to do better. You write a complaint letter. When you buy a product and the product is faulty or the product is not doesn't come complete, you write a complaint letter. That's what we'll be focusing on today, how to write a complaint letter. When writing a letter, you have between 4 to 7 paragraphs. I'll be talking on 7 paragraphs. Paragraph 1 should contain your salutation. What's your salutation? When you are writing a formal letter, which a complaint letter is, you can write dear sir or ma, because you don't know the name of the person. When you're writing a semi-formal letter, you know this person, but what you're discussing is a business purpose, it's not you checking up on the person, then you can use the person's name. Dear Mr. Thomas, dear Mrs. Sophia, dear Miss Favor. That's a semi-formal letter. But when you're writing to a friend or to a family, dear uncle, dear Victory, dear Peculiar, dear Dad, you can use that to start. So your first paragraph is your salutation, opening salutation. Then the second paragraph should be the purpose of writing. Why are you writing? I'm writing to complain. That's your purpose of writing. That's what should be in your second body paragraph. Your third body paragraph should be what has been written in bullet point 1. What they expect you to do. That's your third body paragraph. Your fourth body paragraph is your bullet point 2. Your fifth body paragraph is your bullet point 3. There are usually 3 bullet points that are given. Now, your sixth body paragraph should be your closing sentence. Now, what's a closing sentence? I hope to hear from you soon. I look forward to hearing from you with a positive response. I hope you take actions as soon as possible. I look forward to your cooperation on this matter. Those are closing sentences, and that should be your paragraph 6. Your paragraph 7 should be your salutation. What's closing salutation? Your closing salutation. What's your closing salutation? Your closing salutation can be when you are talking to someone you don't know, yours faithfully. If you're talking to someone you know, but it's for a business purpose, that's semi-formal. That you use yours sincerely. If you know the person's name, you use yours sincerely. If you don't know the person's name and you use dear ma or sir, you use yours faithfully. If it's to a friend, you can use best wishes, regards, with love. Those are the things you can use. Then you write your name. After yours faithfully, you write your name. And since it's a formal letter, you write 2 names, Sophia Thomas. But if it is to a friend or to your family members, you can just write 1 name, Sophia, and you put your full stop. So that is that on writing a letter. Now I'll be giving a letter question that we'll be working with. We'll write a full letter on that. Now let's look at this question. Some students have rented the apartment next to yours. Their parties are upsetting you, your family, and other tenants. Write a letter to the owner of the apartment. In your letter, describe the problem. Explain how the problem is affecting you, your family, and other tenants. Say what you would like the owner of the apartment to do. Now, the owner of the apartment, you might, since you rented an apartment from him, you might know he's a man, but you don't know his name. So your opening salutation will be, dear sir. If you are not sure of the sex, dear sir or ma. The next paragraph is purpose of writing. Why are you writing? I'm writing to complain about the students who are renting your apartment, which is situated next to me. My name is Sophia Thomas. I live in your apartment at Greenville Estate, room 5. Now you've written the purpose of writing, which is that you're writing about those tenants in the man's apartment. That's your purpose of writing. Now, the next body paragraph, which is your bullet point 1, paragraph 3, would be, the question says, describe the problem. You start. To begin, they invite a large number of people to the apartment almost every evening. The noise level is unacceptable, and it continues until early in the morning. What's more, they persistently leave rubbish in the public areas of the building. Although I tried talking to the students, they have been uncooperative and the situation has not improved. You've answered that bullet point on what the problem is, describing the problem. Now you leave a line and go to the next one, which is explain how the problem is affecting your family and other tenants. This situation is having a detrimental effect on not only the other occupants of the building, but also on all my family. I have to get up early to work, and I am constantly tired from lack of sleep. My son, who has exams soon, is finding it difficult to concentrate at school because he is not getting enough sleep. You see that you've explained how the problem is affecting you. That you don't get enough sleep because you're always tired because of the noise. Your son cannot concentrate at school. Other occupants too are complaining. You've answered that question correctly. You talked about how it's affecting you, how it's affecting your family, and how it's affecting other tenants. Now the next bullet point, which says, say what you would like the owner of the apartment to do. I'll be grateful if you could talk to the students and convey my concern and remind them of the noise. Remind them of the noise regulations on the block. If the situation does not improve, further action might be required. Now you've answered the question on what you like the owner of the apartment to do. Remind them of the regulations of the noise. Tell them about your concern that they are making noise and all that. You've answered that bullet point. Now you go to closing sentence, which is your paragraph 6. I look forward to your cooperation in this matter. It's as simple as that's your closing sentence. Your next paragraph would be salutation, because you do not know the name of the landlord, the owner of the building. You write yours faithfully. But if you know his name, you write yours sincerely. Then you write your name, your full name, Sophia Thomas. That's how to write a complaint letter. Now, for instance, they said, they give a question on, you went to a store, while trying to buy something, you were trying to ask the salesperson on decks about a product, and he just walked out on you. Nobody was there to attend to you. What would be your opening sentence? I am writing to express my dissatisfaction. Now that's for service rendered. You are not satisfied with their service, so you are writing to express your dissatisfaction. That is how you write a complaint letter, be it for services rendered or for products purchased. Now, there are some cases in a letter where the purpose of writing is included as maybe a bullet point. Now, let's check this question out. You recently ordered something online. When the delivery came, it was not complete. Write a letter to the company. In your letter, state why you are writing. Explain what you ordered and what was missing from your delivery. Ask for a replacement item to be sent. Now, in this case, you're writing to the company, you don't know the company. Your opening sentence will not be why you are writing, because it is in bullet point 1. Your opening sentence would be you introducing yourself. My name is Sophia Thomas. I am a regular client with your store at so place. You put an address. Now your bullet points will now be, I am writing to complain about the television I bought from your online store. That your purpose of writing will now be your bullet point 1, which is your 3rd paragraph. But if you look at the bullet points and there is no stated purpose of writing, your opening sentence would be your purpose of writing. Subsequently, we'll be posting more videos on different types of letters and how you can write on them. If this is your first time here on this channel, seeing this face, please click on the subscribe button, like these videos, check our playlist. We have playlists on reading, on listening, and more on writing. Check them out, watch them, like these videos, drop any comment. If you have any concerns or there are some things you are not understanding, drop them on the comment section and we promise we'll get back to you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.